Today is Mariah and Malia's birthday party, and I decided to have it at one of their favorite places, the skating rink. I kind of wanted to keep the list close to friends and close family and, invite only. And so that way we could have as less amount of drama as possible. Hopefully that's what we get today. It's just fun, good vibes with no drama. Let me see what we got going on. Oh, hey, let's roll. Oh, that's pretty. Let's have some fun. Come on. Martell. Hey. So listen, step outside and we can talk. We're not doing camera.
So when I step into the roller rink or whatnot, and Melanie's right there at the desk, and she said, "Let me talk to you for a moment." And I'm like, "Okay, what's up?" So what's going through my head is, what the hell she want to talk about right now? So it got to be some. That's what I'm thinking. So that was all I was thinking. Like, there's about to be some.
I didn't tell you could come to this. This is a party I'm throwing for my daughter. You throw one for yours. Okay? Or have you thrown a party for any of your children since I left you? It's a private event that I am doing. I am asking you to remove yourself. Martell, based on the Madison County visitation for every family, black, white, Asian in this state, odd years, birthdays, or mother. It's an odd year. I don't have to invite you. You're welcome to get Mariah later on. It's not a problem. It's not a problem.
I'm going to celebrate my daughter on her birthday.
Dude, later on, it's still her birthday. Are you tripping? I don't want this to turn into a scene. So, I'm trying my best to lower the temperatures and keep the drama down. I mean, it's a lot right now. So, I'm trying to figure out a way to calm everybody down and hopefully get Martell out of here as quietly as possible. You're welcome to get her later. I don't have a problem with that. I don't get the issue. It's still today her birthday. And I said, you're welcome to get her later on. Even though it's an odd year and I don't have to. You can get her later on. You can
on their birthday.
Martell, and you had an invitation to come, but guess where you were? And you were invited. Yes, it did. Okay, y'all stop.
You waited this thing through! You waited
Listen, it's not necessary. Martell, you can have a party whenever you want to. Please don't make me have the police escort you out this private event. Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Mela's up here talking about she's gonna call the police and things of that nature. And that's been her thing. She's called the police on me multiple times. And every time things have gone in my favor, that tells you a lot right there. She's trying to hurt me in any way she can. And if we're supposed to be co-parenting effectively, I don't think that would even came out of her mouth.
Martell was definitely pushing me as far as he could, even if that meant calling the police. I mean, he very clearly said he don't care when I mentioned it. Like, I just wish he would throw his parties on his time, the same way I've had Thanksgivings and Christmases on my time. But now that he's gone, I'm happy. Now I can get back to having fun and enjoying the people who are on the guest list.
YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to TelliVision87. Let's jump into it. Love and Marriage, Huntsville. Season 3, episode 6. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Now, we're going to get to everything that happened at the party, the skate party between Mel and Martell. But we got to take it from the top. So, we see Stormy. Stormy has a little bit of a conflict because she is wanting to pretty much have the production role better to getting her products out and things of that nature. And she feels like her staff is just not getting the job done. They're slacking. It's a lot of things going on. So she needs them to tighten up. So Stormy and Courtney, they go in there. They start talking to the employees. Now, one of them happens to be her cousin Junior, and Junior is saying, well, a lot of times you have us doing this thing, that thing, that thing, so if one thing drops, then I have to take care of that, and I can't get to this other thing. So he's that's his stance on it. Courtney's saying, hey, look, Stormy needs y'all to step up, get things done, and if y'all don't like it, y'all can hit the door. I mean, Courtney don't care. He just gonna say it like it is, and then Stormy starts crying because, of course, she wants people to see the vision that she has. But sometimes especially when you're working with your family or your friends, it can get a little testy there, and that's your vision, Stormy. Your vision is great, but that's not their vision. So you can't always expect people to go as hard as you would on something because like I said, that's your vision, that's not theirs. So Stormy's thinking about bringing in more people, but before she does that, she just wants to make sure that the team that she has to see if they can kind of get it together. So um, let me know what you guys think about that situation. Should Stormy bring in some new people, or should she try to stick it out with the family and friends and that team that she has now? So we shift gears and we get Melody talking with her team. It's the staff meetings. So we get Mel talking with her team about everything that she has coming up. Look, Mel is doing a damn thing. She has 7th Avenue Skincare. The lady says that is sold over 1 million in sales already. Have any of y'all out there bought 7th Avenue Skincare? I do want to try it. I went to the website the other day actually, so I want to support and try it out for myself. So if y'all have tried it, let me know how it is. And she wants to go to some more high schools and speak to some kids about, starting their own businesses and things like that. And one of her team members, the lady who had the blonde wig and the green dress, she was like, I've contacted my people in Dubai and they want you to come to Fashion Week. So, baby, Miss Melody is about to be worldwide, okay? And after all that, she keeps her manager behind, one of her managers behind, and they talk about her mental health, things of that nature. And she mentioned that it's been challenging, but she's pushing through and she is looking forward to her kids' birthday party. Her daughters, Mariah and Malia, they're super close in age. So she wants to do a joint birthday party. And um, we're going to find out later that Martell is not invited to that birthday party. So from one meeting to another meeting about business, Marceau and Tisha, they are sitting down with the owner of, well, not the owner, but the sales director of Slutty Vegan. Y'all know Slutty Vegan. I believe it started in Atlanta, but it's like booming. And once again, that's something I would like to try, but I've heard, I got some friends in ATL, they say it's the bomb. So they don't have one here in Miami where I am, so hopefully they will come on down here soon. But they're talking with the sales director saying, hey, if you guys are interested, we see the turnout from the food truck. If you guys are interested in coming to Huntsville and getting some space down here, we could help y'all out. Marceau does the contracting, and I'm a realtor as well, and we could do some business together. The lady, keeps it in mind. That's good to know. But speaking about another business, what's up with this bonus expo? So we get Kimmy and Maurice. They come on in. They eating a burger, and this wonderful. The product placement in this episode is just, it's great. You got Slutty Vegan, you got Tisha and Marceau in their black shirts, you got Melody talking about all her ventures and everything that she's got going on. Canvas with Stormy. So we see the businesses are businessing. So that's good. Despite all the drama that goes on this show, It is great to see black business doing well. Um, so we get Kimmy and Maurice, they're talking about, okay, what's up with the business expo? Tisha and Marceau, is this y'all's event and y'all want us to be a part of it, or are we all sharing in the duties and it's gonna be a joint event? Marceau and Tisha are kind of like tiptoeing around. They're not really directly answering. So Kimmy's like, okay, are y'all planning on paying or what? Marceau says, he hems and haws for a little bit, but bottom line is he ain't paying. But Kimmy is saying that her time, Kimmy and Maurice is like, well, our time is valuable, and I agree. So Marceau and Tisha just want to be using people and don't want to pay, but you can't, just because it's a community event, you can't do that. Like, if you just have them sponsor, you know what I'm saying, and compensate them for that, or like, or something, but nobody's just gonna sit there. And especially, like I said, now that they've all elevated and they got something to put out there too, just talk about some form of payment. I don't think they're trying to break your bank or charge you an arm and a leg, but you have to compensate them something now. So, but at the end of the day, Marceau doesn't want to pay, and that's point blank period. He ain't trying. So, the jury is still out on that. The jury is still out on that. And even in the confessional, Marceau and Tisha like, oh, had they been hanging around Melody too much? When do they get talking all about this business and payments and all this kind of stuff? I need them. We need them to be Team Scott right now. So that was a little shady or whatever. But hey, to put it all on the table. Put it all on the table. So let me know what you guys think about that. Marceau and Tisha are definitely kind of moving sideways with this whole thing. They moving a little bit sideways. They need to get back on track. And speaking of getting back on track, we jump into the scene with Martell and Marceau. Now they decided to do a trade, okay? Martell needs help with his contractors test to get his license, which he's been trying to do for, like, I think the past season and a half. He still doesn't have it. That's because he's so busy trying to control what Melody got going on. He need to focus on himself and doing this whole wine thing when he could have been got his contractor's license. But he trying to get the license, get it going, and Marceau wants to lose some weight. Fine. You help me study, I'll help you lose weight. They have the book open, but they ain't really studying because, of course, they start talking about Mel. Martell was telling Marceau, look, Mel, she's having a birthday party for the girls. I didn't get invited. I feel some type of way about that. I just want Melody to do right when it comes to the kids. And I feel like she doesn't want to have people see us like in a cool space. It's always got to be some type of back and forth or whatever. It's like just like never smooth. She has the kids, and I'm not able to contact them. Like Martella saying, I'm not able to pick up the phone and just call her when they're with her. But Martell is saying on his side that he doesn't give any problems. He doesn't give Mel any problems when it comes to seeing the kids or talking with them or whatever. And he wants to see their kids on their special day and not have to always wait for whatever week or um whatever week that he has with the kids. He asked Marceau about it. Marceau is like, look, bro, I can't help you. I cannot help you. I'm so sorry. Like, I can't relate to this, but I hope that you all can just get to a better place. And that was a good answer for Marceau. That's about as neutral it is as you can get. So I don't know. I think I think Mel has just gotten to a point where she has tried to be a witch. We're gonna see her mention in the scene coming up soon. She has tried to, extend the olive branch on multiple occasions, but it's like every time she try to extend something, Martell says something or does something to mess it up. So then Melody retreats. And look, she had already said she had to change her number several times because Martell allegedly, I'm gonna just say allegedly, I was there. That allegedly Martell, has been calling her, like trying to just find information on her. So she feels to the point where she feels like she got to call, you know what I'm saying, people on a burner phone. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know. But we'll come back to Melody Martell in a minute. So now we get Stormy and her cousin Junior. They're meeting up again, and Courtney's there as well. Courtney just be chilling. Courtney be chilling. They're talking again about just their relationship dynamic as family versus the work environment. They're saying that the cousin, it was all cool at first. At first, we started out real cool. It was cool at first, but he started coming in late. His vibe was kind of off, and yada yada yada. And the cousin is like, he just doesn't seem like, he doesn't really feel like he's doing anything wrong. Like, it is what it is. But he feels like Courtney is always kind of like riding him and getting on his case for him being on his phone or whatever the issue is for that day. But after everything is said and done, Stormy decides to go ahead and let him go from the company because that dynamic right there with your family is a slippery slope, and she doesn't want to have it go any further. She doesn't want it to be worse. So she's like, look, you my cousin, we good, we can move forward, we just can't have this working relationship anymore. And I think that's for the best. I think that's for the best because you don't want it to be where the family starts to resentment kicks in, or things to get really ugly. So go ahead, nip it in the bud. He seemed to be okay with the result, and find somebody else, keep it pushing where you don't have that emotional connection with. So I think Stormy will figure it out. She'll get on the right track with her staff, but I think she'll be all right. um so now this is the scene that gets a little heated. We see Mel with the kids. She's at the skate party, and next thing you know, one of the girls is like, bye. One of the girls is like, oh, hey dad, hey dad. So Melody turns around and, Martell, what's up? What you doing here? Can we go outside? Can we talk? Blah 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 blah. Martell is thinking like, okay, always about to be some BS. What does she want to talk about now? So Mel is like, Martell, you can see your daughter, your daughters later. But right now, this is a private event. I really don't want you here, you know, but you're more than welcome to take her later. Martell has an issue with that. Martell's like, look, I don't want to miss my daughter's special day. Blah 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 blah. I want to be with them, and I should be invited to all the birthday parties or whatever. And Mel is saying, bruh, today you can take her later. It's still on her day, her special day. Like, what's the problem? I get her according to the court order. Melody gets the kids on odd year birthdays, and Martell gets them on even year birthdays. So that whole thing comes into play, and Mel says she drops it like, oh, you haven't even thrown a birthday party for any of your kids at all since we split up. And that one time I did invite you on the year that I had them, you was with someone else. Well, it was very much implied that he was with Coleslaw, perhaps, allegedly. I don't know. But he ain't come to the party that year, so I guess Melody just decided, like, all right, well, I just won't be inviting him anymore. Again, we see her extending the olive branch and him not coming to that particular event that time, but then making an issue about not being invited this time around. So, child, next thing you know, they're getting heated, right? Miss Van steps in. And the thing about Miss Van, I get that she wants to protect her daughter, but I don't think that situation needed Miss Van to step in, because then Martell started like yelling at Miss Van, and I was like, oh Lord, we don't need this now. That's not a good look. So that's a tricky one though. But I think Mel handled it fine. Yeah, they did get a little, the voices did get a little raised. It got a little heated for a second, but Martell took a picture with the kids and left, and that was the end of that. So let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think that Martell should have been invited, even though Mel said she ain't have to? And do you think Martell's like crashing the party was wrong? And should Miss Van have stepped in or not? Let me know what you guys think about that. So the last scene that we get is at the party, but everything is all cool, calm, and collected now. Mel, Tisha, and Kiki are having they just sitting talking, and Kiki is looking like, Mel and Tisha, how did y'all get to this place? Because the last time, it wasn't so good. So like, did y'all have a come to Jesus moment? What happened? So they're filling her in about when Kimmy invited them to sit down and talk before they had the big meeting about the expo with the rest of the comeback group, or the core six, or whatever they calling it now. And Melly then asked Kiki, okay, well, I heard about y'all little you know, I remember things were kind of getting testy at the spa. Like, are y'all good from that? And they say they cool, but Kiki's whole thing again is like, Kiki ain't messing with Tiffany. She don't like Tiffany. So then that kind of segues into Mel saying, okay, well, I want to invite y'all. I invited Tisha already, but I want to extend the invitation to you to come sit with the communications, etiquette coach, whatever, and have tea so we can talk about our issues and communicate effectively, instead of things just kind of going left. And you can say what you need to say, and or you could, agree to disagree, whatever, but like, overall, it doesn't have to get heated, and we could all stay calm and just express how we feel. So that's how the show went off. Again, I think the biggest scene was with Mel and Martell. With Mel and Martell and the kids' birthday party. So drop your thoughts below. Thank you guys for watching this review. It's your girl TelliVision87. If you want to check out more of my content, I'm going to have a video right here for you guys, and I'll be back to talk to y'all soon.